The second pilot was basically the movement of freight, both air, ocean, and truck, from Shanghai to Los Angeles. We really, in the second phase, we were expanding on the first phase by expanding the trade lanes and the visibility and read points within that, and within specific read points and business cases used by the transportation and logistics industry.
The phase 1 as well as the phase 2 that we have just completed was actually to demonstrate interoperability based on EPC and RFID.
Was testing both active and passive technologies from Shanghai, China, to the United States, to inland locations, so through the port. The test itself, like I said before, it tested both active and passive. The nice thing about the active test is that it really tested the XCAT requirements, which is the Extended Conveyance Asset Tag work that's being done in the Transportation Working Group.
Our TLS Pilot Program is that foster the global standards for transport and logistics services.
Yeah, already 140 companies participate in the TLS. They and their end users, ocean and carriers, forwarders, inland transporters and such comprise 30% of global logistics services.
Contribute to raise awareness in the industry. I'm aware that a number of companies, including my own DHL, have carried out similar type tests, but not with the complexity in trading partners as we had in this particular test here.
Transportation and logistics is a very diverse group, ranging from multiple modes, multiple conveyance types, and a tremendous number of shippers and importers. And being able to see how technology supports all of them in different ways, everything from operational to true supply chain for individual products. And tying all this together is a critical first step if we're going to be able to get adoption, and seeing it live and putting it in a pilot is an excellent way to do it.
Supply chain where you have multiple trading partners participating, you can create visibility through RFID. There are a number of choices in terms of tags, and we have tested different types of tags to establish which is the better tag to apply.
The pilot experience helped us understand the complexity of the services. So it taught us where the technology can improve the process and what we must do now. Thus, the members grew united in common goals.
I think the pilot shows the feasibility of the robustness of EPC and RFID and how it can be used in a global supply chain, not just localized.
Data being one of the more critical pieces of standards, and using this technology for the purpose of acquiring data, it really gave us a good understanding of where we need to focus our efforts.
The key role of GS1 and EPCglobal, that is to create the foundation for collaboration between different industry sectors. That is very critical when we talk RFID, because there is no one industry sector on its own that can achieve the full benefits of RFID.
Logistics service is a real global business. So the technology behind it must be standardized globally. That is our great expectation for EPCglobal.
GS1 and EPCglobal really provides the venue. So by having these organizations here, they're able to bring the appropriate participants together and give us the venue to work out what the plan is going to be for the pilot, what's going to be tested, how it's going to be evaluated, and then allowing this to occur, and then also providing the venue then to see what the results are and to look at the next steps.
So without EPCglobal initiating, being the catalyst to that, this pilot would not have happened.
Logistics services we can find many different participants, companies, regulations, and rules, and types of services, processes. And these physical situations make it hard to share the information. So RFID technology and EPC can help us to overcome such physical barriers and system incompatibilities. So the shareholder can gain the great visibility through the process.
Supply chains get more and more complex. You need more agile supply chains where the lead times are much shorter than they used to be. Companies are trying to destock their supply chains. And in general, that requires a kind of visibility that is much better than the kind of visibility that we have today. And that's where we see a big opportunity utilizing RFID and the EPC.
In our industry, when people see that providers are actually out there doing this, it will be a catalyst to help others get there and tip the momentum towards more adoption in EPC and RFID.
The next steps are really around evaluation of the results, focusing efforts on those areas that needed improvement or modifications, and there's some talk of a potential Phase 3 pilot, but we want to evaluate the results of Phase 2 before we make any definitive recommendation for a Phase 3.